What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Siouxsie and the Banshees. And we're back with more from the 1981 album Juju. Once again, big shout out to Nicola. And the next tune is Sin in My Heart. So sin, in whatever specific religious or cultural context and whatever the particular word for it, it's the idea of immoral behavior, thoughts, actions. Ultimately, the idea of things leading you away from a righteous path, and therefore to have sin in your heart would perhaps, be a festering negative presence that leads you to engage in actions or words that are harmful or unfair or otherwise unethical. So I do wonder why someone has sin in their heart. I don't know if we'll get the answer to that, but perhaps it'll be more about what someone does because of that sin in their heart. Maybe it's about doing something wrong and you sort of get away with it, but it festers and it festers because you know you did it, and you feel like on some level there should have been consequences. So it's like the telltale heart type of dynamic. So I do wonder exactly where this phrase is going. Let's find out. This is Siouxsie and the Banshees. The tune is Sin in My Heart, and it's from the 1981 album Juju. That punk edge to it. far. It had a real, like I said, dark new wave post-punk feel. It ultimately seems, I don't know, it's interesting that like groveling at her feet. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly the essence of what is, or the person being spoken to. But yeah, I don't know if Sin in My Heart is about why she's, making people grovel at her feet. But there was a line about like what, like lie like a tart or something like that. I'm not sure. There's some the final part of the line was tart, and that made me laugh and perhaps forget what had come before it. But I don't know exactly the context of what she's saying toward other people. But if it's the sin in her heart, which was obviously repeated a number of times, driving her to do these things, and perhaps it's a domineering or abusive sort of behavior. And again, I now know very clearly, indicated, perhaps best of all by the previous track, that they go to some dark places and explore some dark, not only ideas or tropes, but like specific incidents and people. So, yeah, they don't shy away from anything in their lyrics quite clearly. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find that this one has more than just this suggestion of a like festering sin in someone's heart, and it might relate to something specific. But either way, a really cool one sonically. Maybe right there among my favorites. Although it's getting to the point now where, as with a few other groups, where you say this 6 or 7 times as you go through an album, then you go through the next album, you say it a couple more times, like, okay, so basically I really like their music is what I'm saying. Like, if every track is, oh, that's on that level too, ooh, that's on that level. So it does feel like that's the case. Obviously, all things considered, I'm still relatively early in this journey, so yeah, but enjoying the ride is, I guess, what I'm saying. Once again, shout out to Nicola. Let me know what you think of this. I will see you next time. Peace.